Hey everyone. Welcome back. I had a little bit of an extended vacation. It's now August. So things have been moving pretty quickly in my life. Um and I've picked up so many balls to juggle, and a few of them got dropped, and I am just starting to rebalance enough to add them back in. So, here we are. I did go back and look through um, all the videos that I have done up until now, and I know I have one left on the intellectual emotional practice. And then I'm going to get into the spiritual and shadow practices. And I'm going to combine those two because they're very interwoven. You kind of cannot do shadow work without the spirituality aspect. Um, and I'm not talking religion, although I do have a base in religion, so that comes up a lot for me. But I can't tell you how to do your spirituality. We're all different, so and I'm gonna keep saying that because there is no hard and fast answer. There is zero hard and fast answers when it comes to life, because what works for one person may not work for another person. Another person may take two or three teachings and combine them, and it works for them, and that's great. Um, but we're all different, and we all walk our own path. So if you are not, if you don't have the same life experiences as someone, even if you grew up in the same house, if you grew up in the same neighborhood, if you went to the same school, like you didn't sleep in the same bed, you didn't like you just can't replace like neural stimulation in somebody else's body. Your cells function different. It's completely different. It's why some music resonates with some people, some music doesn't. Some music feels really good to some people. Some people it annoys the heck out of. Um, it's just it's the way we're built. We're all built differently. Um, we are not cut from the same cloth. Let's put it that way. Um, so, oh my goodness, my cat is very upset right now. I'll try and keep this short so that I can go take care of him. But so for intellectual practice, we talked about the attitude of gratitude. We have talked about like the emotional purging, the intellectual purging, letting go of past things, because grudges and resentment does nothing but build up intellectual and emotional walls. Um, and those we know are very dysfunctional, and they do nothing but hold us back from true forms of expression. Um, and expressing ourselves, being able to get our emotions out, whether that's on paper, whether that's on a canvas, whether that's on a wall, um, whether it's putting together puzzles, no matter what it's doing. Um, if you are getting some feelings or some, intellectual trauma, or you just feel like writing down in a diary like some of the experiences that you've had, just so that they're not swimming in your brain constantly. That was a huge help for me. Um, and and having people to talk to about things, that has come to change my ability to function and to gravitate and to be able to juggle 10 things at once. That has changed my ability to express myself, in a very outward manner without feeling like I have to sit on my feelings and not say things, because it's going to be better off for somebody else. I mean, there's a difference between like just screaming at people and being like, that does not really make me happy because, I feel this way. Or did you realize, this is another good way to put it, like, did you realize that when you did that, this happened to me in my life, when you made that choice? So sometimes people are not cognizant of the further reaches of their actions into other people's lives. And that just goes with a little bit of short-sightedness. And that is what it is. I'm not saying like that's good or bad, but sometimes it's vastly inconvenient. Um, so yeah, find an outlet, find something. Definitely try those things. Get into the world of expression. Um, I was hanging out on one of my friends' channels, and actually there's a person that writes there frequently, and I happen to just message them like, thank you for sharing your writing, because as somebody who writes, I appreciate like that level of skill. And um, it's been really it's been really cool. It's been really cool to be able to see people like grow and to do what they love and to express themselves like uninhibited, and just to voice that level of freedom. And that to me, it brings me so much joy. And I know like when I do this as well, because I'm kind of like being myself and not trying to keep up with anybody else or what anybody else is doing. I'm just being myself, and telling people like what I've been through and how I got through it, and like the things that I've learned the hard way, um, to just see if it can help somebody else. Like, even if it's just like giving you 5 minutes where your brain is not focused on stress. That's enough. That's really enough for me. Um, and that is what we should all be aiming to do, is to do those things that bring us joy, because when you are doing the things that make you joyful, oftentimes it will resonate with somebody and bring them just as much joy as it brings you. Um, so yeah, I think this is um, probably the recap for intellectual and emotional, um, kind of like purging and alignment. Um, I do really, really, really want to get into deeper things. Like I just did this little mini class with the first person that's actually made it in one side and out the other. Congratulations. Um, and that person is doing amazing, and um, he is doing great, and that was definitely an experience for me, and I hope it was a good experience for him. Um, I think it is. I think it is. It was a good experience. I'll keep you guys updated on that. Um, that whole situation. It's kind of a really really cool story. Um, but I will. This is getting like it's not too bad. Um, so I really want to get into that. Um, that other aspects about like the 3D, the 4D, the 5D, how to do some restructuring in those areas as well. How to redirect energy, and how to just kind of recenter yourself. Because if you recenter yourself in the 3D and you haven't fixed your 4D, you're gonna go right back. It's kind of like that magnet, you know? If you put the magnet back to back and one pushes the other one, but if you flip it around, they get magnetized together. Um, so you can either propel yourself backwards, you can propel yourself forwards, or you can kind of just sit there and fight with yourself, which is never a good thing. So at least if you're engaged in backwards movement, you realize you're going backwards most of the time. If you put the car in reverse, you realize you're going backwards. If you put the car in drive, you realize you're going forward. If you're in park, you're just doing nothing, which is essentially getting you nowhere fast. So I do. I'm wondering. I don't think I have time in this video to kind of get into that. But I'm going to charge up my laptop, and just like I did with my book, I am going to do a mini class on here. I don't know if I don't know if I want to do it on a YouTube video, maybe a live, or if I want to do it like on a Discord by invite. I'll have to kind of like ponder that, and like my my kids kind of like help me with this whole setup, and they help me with like my Discord channel and like all that stuff. So I'm sure I will ask them for some advice, and they can help me figure out what would be the best platform to kind of do this from. But yeah, I will leave this one here. You guys, you know, we're all in this together. Let me tell you, if nobody's told you today, you are not in this alone. We've all gone through shit. We've all gone through shit. Some of us are still going through shit. And some of us are awake enough to finally stand and breathe and realize that this is nothing. This is temporary. Everything is transient. So don't sweat it. one of the things that I heard said, and I love it, and I don't know where I heard it from. I'm sure I could look it up. If it's that important to you, please look it up, because I have other things to worry about. What is the saying? Oh, don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. I think that's the title of a book that I was tempted to read at one point and then didn't. Um, I can own up to that. So yeah, I think we just need to keep our focus on the things that are the most important for us, and that is, you know, every day that we wake up, like, it's a gift. And no matter what things we need to worry about or think about or try and fix for that day, um, it's just part of life and it doesn't need to consume us. Um, what are those things that bring you joy? For me, I love baking, and I was just unpacking um, some things, and I'm a weird creature. Okay, I'm allowed. So I love playing board games, and I saw this when I was out with my kids, Unstable Unicorns. This is a hilarious card game. Um, I I don't know, but it's pretty funny. It's from the same company that made Exploding Kittens. I do believe if you guys look at this stuff, it's kind of like it's a fun game. Even my boys like to play it. So, but I was looking at like my little cake decorating stuff, and not everything is rainbows and unicorns, but these are toppers for cupcakes, and these are just some things that make me happy. I don't know why, but I think they're hilarious and they're fun. And, I can act like a 4-year-old. I don't care. I'm at that age where, if I can't have fun, I didn't have fun growing up. So if I can't have it now, I might as well just be putting the box in the ground, right? So, um, this is my message. Go have fun, be thankful, be grateful. If there is not one person in your life that is in your corner, like, maybe try scripture. Just try it. Try a faith-based spiritual exercise. Try meditation. Try lighting candles. Try walking in rivers. Try sitting in the grass. Anything that brings you joy. Um, Sit in your window and watch birds, watch squirrels, um, whatever it is that really gives you that peace internally, whatever brings you joy. Um, it's about you and finding who you are and what works for you. It's not about anybody else. Well, my sister said she does. Who cares? Are you your sister? Do you live in her skin? Do you sleep in her bed? Do you go to the bathroom for her? Do you take a shower for her? No, then why are you going to live for her? Why are you going to live for anybody that's not you? This is what I needed to learn the hard way. And it took me such a long time to learn that nobody else is me, and why am I trying to make them happy with the way that I live? That should be between me and God. It's between me and my maker. You know what I mean? Um yeah, so just take that and run with it. Do what you're gonna do with it. Go take a bike ride, go skydiving. I would never do that, but like, if you're up for it, go for it. Um, I have such a fear of heights, and I'm scheduled to take a plane trip, um, which is very scary for me, but like, I'm about it right now, so life is good. Um, so you guys can do it. Just get out there and do it. Do it. Nobody's stopping you but you. Nobody's stopping you but you. Go do it. Have fun. Just do it. Nike. Sometimes those things are so true in the craziest way. Um, so yeah, go have fun. Anyways, I'm gonna leave this one here. I'm sure I'll see you guys very soon, because I want to get started on our next videos for spirituality and shadow work. Those two are very fun and they interplay very well, kind of like the intellectual emotional. Um, So we'll get into that very soon. I am hoping to have free time tomorrow to get that done. And I will see you guys then.